Oh, and there was one other thing I forgot to mention that happened, not last night, the night before. The night that I had that problem with, and then waking up the next day, like, which was yesterday, when I couldn't walk and stuff. I was playing drums around like 10:30 at night. Now there's a lot of noise here because there's trucks. I'm in the back of ShopRite, and there's trucks coming in all night. Really, really annoying. Trucks, collecting garbage and trucks bringing stuff in, so it's really, really like loud. So that's one thing I figure I can play drums, no problem. So all of a sudden I was playing, and then some cops sitting outside, and they came in. Three police officers came into the woods here in front of my tent and said, Giovanni, come outside here. We had another complaint about you playing drums. It's like very loudly. It's like, well, okay. It's like from those houses all the way over there, they can hear me playing drums. But they don't hear the noise back here. Well, the noise back here is expected because it's a business. You're not a business. And then we got back and forth with police. And, this is private property. And I said, well, it's also a homeless encampment. So I'm homeless, so I have a right to be here, right? Yes, but you can't be playing, loud drums. And they keep on, instead of calling them drums, they call them bongos. That's like that white guy. There was two white guys and an African American. The African American guy, he's the one that arrested me in ShopRite. So I'm not really. He doesn't really like me at all. He's got a big chip on his shoulder about me, maybe because I have dreads. I don't even know because I don't even know. But he does not like me at all. I've had a few run-ins with him. The two white guys were just, I don't know, they were just, you were playing bongos again, and people complain. If I play bongos, nobody's going to hear my bongos. They're going to hear me my big drums, but whatever, I didn't bother with that. So they told me, one more time we have to come out, we're going to arrest you. So don't be, so we told you to stop playing drums and, bongos at it's so late. It's like, it's only 10:30, and there's the noise back here. It's like, those people all the way over there can hear me playing drums. All the way over there. It's like, so then, somebody, I think, somebody inside Tent City called the cops on me. Now, I would probably blame it on Lynette and Sean, because I think they called them a few times on me just to get me arrested so they could come in and steal my shit. But they weren't here. I can't see Bobby and the girl. I'm just talking about people close to me. And then there's Laura again. Now, that's the night that Laura got pissed off at me because I didn't, do something or other. I don't even remember. And the next day is when she gave me that peanut butter. The next day is when I forgot to ring off. So I'm thinking she might have called the cops just to get me arrested. So then if I got arrested, because I was up and I was angry or whatever, I started saying you don't have a right to do this to me. And tell me that I'm playing too loud. I mean, what is loud? Who's the one who called you? I said, well, one of your neighbors over there. So what? Why? Then I'm thinking, it's like, whoa. Laura could have easily called. Those numbers are, those phone calls are kind of anonymous, where they don't really and then could have said, oh, I live across the street, and that guy drumming. He's like, I don't believe they heard me, and I believe that probably Laura called. I mean, I don't want to be pointing fingers at people or blame people, things that I don't. But I really have a strong feeling she called back. You know what else? I think she might have called, or she might have talked to somebody about me, because she knew that I couldn't go into ShopRite because of the no trespassing I got the year before on the other side when the marshals, when I was doing my LiDAR. She knew that because she saw one of the officers, they wanted to call the older guy that was there that night for some reason, following me around and told me you can't be in here. And, I'm sure he ended up telling the officers, but I think I have this funny feeling that she might have gotten me arrested too. She might have said, oh, that guy, he's not supposed to really be here because she knows the whole story behind it. Not anybody else really knows the story about it. And I don't know, that police officer that arrested me, the African American guy at ShopRite. And again, for ShopRite, the cops, what they do is that they I guess at night, after a certain time, certain nights, every night, but certain nights they provide security for ShopRite. So in other words, they I guess they're getting overtime or whatever. They're going to give them some kind of salary to be able to sit there and just sit in front of ShopRite to make sure anybody, I guess, no problems happen or whatever. So that, I have a feeling that there's some things, again, I do things sometimes, like even people on, I say things sometimes that really piss people off, and then well, you don't seek vengeance. The people down here have a tendency to seek vengeance for everything they do. So everything what they believe somebody does to them. So I wouldn't put it past her to maybe have called the cops. And got me arrested. Because she knew things. In other words, she knew what to say that would say, "Oh, I don't think he's not supposed to be here because he's trespassing. Last year he got it," and then somebody went, "Okay, well, tell the cop, that he shouldn't be here." And then the cop ended up arresting me to come with him. Just so that she can get into my stuff and see if she can get, I don't know, my car. Maybe I didn't have my wallet on me. She get my car. I don't know, man. It sucks that I have to think that way, but it's the way you have to think, being out here especially. I mean, just normally in society, yeah, you have to worry about scammers and people ripping you off, but when you get down to the poverty level, it's like, it's like everybody needs money, man. And one way or the other, they're gonna try to scam. If you don't do that, and you're pure at heart, and you definitely don't. Even though I'm poor, I don't never say that's great. I haven't made a lot of them homeless though. They're all kind of like, you got to put your guard up, So again, that's I mean, it's crazy that night. That day, I just walked into happened to have walked into ShopRite, and the cop there said, "You're not supposed to be here." I said, "Okay." And usually when they said, I just leave. But this time, he actually came up behind me and arrested me. So, oh boy. So that's another one that kind of like twice, it happened at the ShopRite, and it happened the other day when somebody supposedly from those all over there heard me playing drums. Like, even though I played drums at 3 o'clock in the morning, and nobody. But those are the nights that nobody in Tin City was pissed off at me. So it just so happened that she might have been pissed off at me that night, and started to call the cops, and hoping that I was, unable to communicate with them, or I was somehow going to start, become, aggravated, and they would take me somewhere because I'm too aggravated. Things that were happening to me in Bradley Beach with the cops there, but it was a different situation there. I was really going through a lot of stuff, especially being. People say, like, why did you give up sound healing? I didn't give up sound healing. After the first time I was sent to a psych ward. I was sent there for 7 days. I came back, and had a lot of anger in me because of what happened. That's the first time with my ex-girlfriend who sent me there. But the second time it happened in Bradley Beach. That time I was very angry, and that I was not able to, like, I was very forceful with the police, and it was very like, you have a right to do this. You don't have a right to take me out of my business and throw me anywhere. Well, you do have a check mark. You have been committed once, so you're taking. The woman from Monmouth is about to come, so all that stuff got me so angry. But it also took away my ability to heal people, because once I got out of that psych ward, I just, after, especially the Seroquel they forced me to take for a few days, and I was spitting it out. But that whole episode, that whole situation, especially the first time, had never been to a psych ward before. So the first time, it was very upsetting for me to be taking my freedom taken away from me by my ex-girlfriend, blah blah blah, and everything she did to get me there. That stopped me from being able. When I got out, I tried. Every time I picked up one of the instruments to play, I just didn't want to play it. And the whole aspect of healing is that you want to heal people, but after you've seen how people have treated you, as a person, that's when my activism kicked back in, and my ability to heal people just went out the window. I just didn't want to. I said enough. Why do I have to help heal this civilization? At this point, I don't even think I'm one of them. So but I did keep on trying everything, and then that's when I started painting and doing all the other stuff I did at the center before they threw me out. I needed to do that stuff to get it all out, and that helped me heal to a point where maybe I could have started the sound healing stuff again, but as it is now, it probably wasn't meant to be. I was meant to be somewhere else, out here doing something. So hopefully I'm doing the right thing. They tell me I am. I know you guys don't tell me I am, but I know they tell me. Mother Earth tells me I am. Okay. My spirit guides me. Our Creator, He, She, It, tells me I am. But other humans, very few of you do. Because you don't want your money taken away, right? You want to keep that.